Did you know that throughout its history, the United States has been at war somewhere, for some reason, over 90% of the time? Though a civilian, the president is the commander-in-chief of the armed forces. The POTUS doesn't make decisions alone, because when the going gets tough, he calls on the Joint Chiefs of Staff. They're the highest-level military advisors to the president, and they work together to protect the country. But they weren't always this organized. In fact, the history of the JCS, cool abbreviation, goes back to the Civil War, when getting the U.S. Army and Navy to work as a team was not an easy task. Their lack of coordination only got worse during the Spanish-American War. So in 1903, President Theodore Roosevelt formed the Joint Army and Navy Board to help plan operations. But with no legal authority to enforce decisions, the board proved ineffective during the First World War. It was only during the Second World War that it was remodeled as the Joint Chiefs of Staff, including representatives of the Army, Navy, and Air Force for the very first time. In the National Security Act of 1947, all members of the JCS are appointed by the President and confirmed by the Senate. The big guns are the Chairman, the highest-ranking military officer in the U.S., the Vice Chairman, and high-level advisors from each branch of the military who ensure they work as a unified team. The JCS meets in the Tank, a high-tech conference room in the Pentagon, and although it doesn't have operational command of the U.S. forces, that power lies with the President and others. Its primary responsibility is to give advice to the President and to ensure that each branch of the military is properly trained and prepared for combat when they get that call. Why is it so important for the President to have a military advisory council?